Okay, hey guys, I just wanted to make this video to add to the 2DS knowledge base here on YouTube. So basically what's happening with this 2DS is it was dropped and now it won't power on. So the one thing that did turn on is if you plug it in, the indicator light turns on, but if you try to press the power button, it didn't work. So I took it apart and I think I found the problem. Well, I know I found the problem. The problem is right here, the sleep switch. Right here, the housing is broken. And I guess when it broke, the actual switch just popped out. It popped out of place and it's like doesn't stay in anymore. So this right here is just part of the housing which kind of broke apart and would be pretty hard to glue back together or something like that. And then this right here is the actual slider switch for the sleep button. So the way it kind of works is there's three contacts here in the housing, like connected to the board. There's three contacts. The switch actually has two contacts on it. So as you slide it left and right, it'll either activate the two right contacts or the two left contacts. So the two left contacts are normal power on mode, and the two right contacts are sleep mode. So the problem right now is that it's not making contact with any of the contact points. So it just doesn't power on. It needs to have those left two contact points together for it to power on. So, and I tested this by putting together, well, I'll actually show that. All right, so as you can see, this 2DS is the power light indicator is on because it's charging. But if you press the power button, nothing. Okay, so the thing I wanted to show you, and I might not be able to get the camera right, so bear with me for a second, is the sleep switch. So this is it. Not sure if you can actually see that. Let me find something white to hold it up against. So there it is. Here's the two contact pieces. Okay, so if you are able to put the sleep switch into the port, as you can see inside of there is the little housing bracket that I showed before. If you can stick it in there and get it into place, then you should be able to get it to work. Now, the trick here is, so if you're doing it like this with the cover off like that, you want to be able to, one, slide it into place, and two, put enough pressure down on it so that it's actually making contact with the contacts. So let me see if I could get that in there. Okay, looks like it's in. I actually need to slide it to the left. I don't remember exactly how I did this before, so give me a second. Okay, I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this, maybe make sure it's in place as best as possible. And then I'm just gonna push downwards, give it some downward force so that you can try to power it on. And it's not powering on, so that must mean that it's not in to the left enough. Seems like it is as far as it can go. So I'm just gonna try to do more pressure again. And then power button. Okay, maybe it's just not in deep enough. Or who knows, maybe I messed something else up completely. Okay, there you go. It's on. And there's the 3DS screen turning on. See, and it turns off if you lose contact. Okay, there's the blue light. I had the blue light before. I guess the battery might be going down or something. Okay, there, see? If you keep the contact down, it'll stay on. But if you release the contact, oh, it'll stay. But as soon as the switch loses contact, it'll just turn off. So what I want to do is try to find a way to just I'm going to try to just solder those two contacts together, and hopefully that should be enough to just keep it on. So this 3DS is just no longer going to have a sleep function, which is the best I can do right now. Okay, so here's the theory. I removed the little housing thing. You can see here. Wait, let me take it off the thing. I was able to desolder it, even though it was kind of really hard because for whatever reason my soldering iron wasn't getting hot enough. Here's the actual contacts for the sleep mode. As you can see, there's this one large one in the middle, and this smaller one on the left, and a smaller one on the right. Actually, the one on the left seems even smaller than the one on the right. So if these two contacts are together, then that is what activates the sleep mode. But these two on the left, these contacts need to be together for the system to power on. So my theory is if I just solder these two together and just leave it alone, then that should allow the 2DS to power on and stay on. So we're gonna lose the functionality of being able to go to sleep, but we're gonna instead be okay with that because it's better to have a working 3DS than to not have a working 3DS. So I'm gonna try to do that and I'll be back. Okay, so here you have it. The 2DS is back together. There's the power light. The screen just powered on. And there you go, 3DS back to working condition. So here's the, hold on, let me get my light. So here's the power switch. So here's the sleep switch. And here's the little housing thing from before. And then here's the actual slider. I haven't put everything back together. The 3DS is basically just a shell. So here's the open port here. And here's everything on the side still. I just pretty much put it together enough so that I can test that it powers on, and it does. So there you have it. If you like this video, hit like, leave some comments, and let me know if it helps you. Alright, thanks.